Now at 6, a local library honors Black History Month with an interactive Black History Fair. Plus, Pittsburgh residents participate in the annual Polar Plunge for Special Olympics Kansas. And Fort Scott Chamber of Commerce teamed up with local businesses for a chocolate crawl shopping event.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Cherokee County, Kansas authorities are searching for an attempted murder suspect. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Elise Snowy. Police say back in May of 2023, Joshua Ferguson of Riverton shot at a family member multiple times. The victim was unharmed and Ferguson was later arrested in Webb City, Missouri. Authorities charged him with attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and criminal threat. He posted bond but has since violated the conditions and is now wanted by police. If you have any information about his whereabouts, you are asked to contact authorities. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us for a first look at weather.
So we had a bit of a cooler day today, and moving into the rest of the weekend, we're starting to see a winter weather advisory pop up just right now in our southern counties, but I expect to see some of our central counties also get this. It's in effect until Monday at noon for that system that we have moving in on Sunday. Few rain showers in the area due to a little system moving through Arkansas right now that we're getting the top little bit of, but the system that we're tracking moving in on Super Bowl Sunday is still over here in Albuquerque, making its way into our area a little bit into Sunday afternoon, maybe a little bit earlier, but we're going to expect to see some snow showers into Monday morning and the rest of your day on Monday. That's what we'll be expecting, and I'll give you more details on that in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. The Joplin Public Library today highlighted Black history and culture in honor of Black History Month. It included a storytelling presentation from local authors, all ages book displays, and a children's craft table. Among some of the local organizations participating were the Easttown Dreams District and the George Washington Carver National Monument.
I think it's important that we have community events like this where we come together, we have discussions about, culture and history, and I think it's even more important that we start talking about moving forward, into where we really are going away from the black thing, the white thing, and we're talking about a together thing.
Interactive tables and displays were available from 11:45 until 1 this afternoon. The Carl Junction Area Chamber of Commerce today hosted a service project for local nonprofit organizations. Volunteers were able to spend their morning going to various nonprofits and help them with service projects, including mowing, painting, trash pickup, and much more.
Everybody comes together to volunteer and give their time. And these organizations don't have paid employees, so most of the time it's a nonprofit. So they don't have the resources to get these projects done for themselves. So when they can get these volunteers, it's just a great blessing for them.
Volunteers were able to help more than 10 local nonprofits. Despite the weather, more than 100 people in Pittsburgh found themselves in a pool today for a good cause. KOAM's Samantha Walker tells us more about this year's Polar Plunge benefiting Special Olympics.
The 18th annual Polar Plunge for Special Olympics in Pittsburgh made quite the splash. 150 people found themselves jumping into water around 40 degrees for the cause.
This is a law enforcement torch run event, so this is one of the many events that the law enforcement across the nation put on for our Special Olympic athletes.
All proceeds from the plunge go to help support Special Olympics Kansas.
Buys medals, it rents venues, it gets our athletes to sports competitions, it helps with health and fitness, helps buy their equipment. Anything and everything to do with Special Olympics is what this funds.
One Special Olympic athlete says the event is an important one.
Well, they help the athletes raise money for Special Olympics and for a good cause and everything, and the athletes love it.
We are anticipated to break $50,000 for this event.
Chevy Peters is a world champion with Special Olympics. He says seeing the community support is meaningful.
It makes it feel really good, not just for the athletes, but for the people that come here to help support Special Olympics Kansas.
But this is important because this brings everybody in the community together. We all get to come together and we all get to have a good time for someone else.
One plunge participant says that despite the temperatures, The jump wasn't too bad.
You know, it actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. It was, once you're in there, it's a little cold, but you get used to it pretty quick, so it wasn't too bad.
In Pittsburgh, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
There are more than 4,000 Special Olympic athletes in Kansas. To read more about the cause, visit our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. The Fort Scott Area Chamber of Commerce has found a pretty sweet way to encourage shopping. Today, the chamber held the Love Local chocolate crawl with stores in downtown Fort Scott. Shoppers were invited to shop locally while sampling a variety of different chocolates. Participants were encouraged to stop at 3 or more participating businesses.
It's very important to shop local. You're putting the money back in the community by shopping local, and we've had customers in already right after we opened.
The chamber hopes the event encourages people to shop local. The slogan for this year's chocolate crawl was, "You can't buy love, but you can buy local." Coming up, football fans are gearing up in Las Vegas for the big game tomorrow. We'll take a look at some of the festivities. Plus, we'll see how NICU babies at Freeman Hospital in Joplin got into the Chiefs' spirit ahead of Super Bowl Sunday. Excitement is building in Las Vegas as Super Bowl 58 is less than 24 hours away. Fans are pouring into Sin City from every corner of the country to get in on the action. Anticipation is also building for the players as the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers prepare for an epic rematch tomorrow. Jared Hill has more on all the fun from Las Vegas.
We are the champions, baby.
Fans are feeling lucky as Super Bowl fever takes over Las Vegas.
Oh, you know it, here to see the special week going on.
David Munoz, here from California, hopes his 49ers can win their first championship in nearly 2 decades, so he can deck out his jacket with another patch.
I got room for one more.
Where y'all from?
Kansas City, Missouri. Home of the Chiefs!
Tisha and Julius Ward, like most of the nearly 500,000 people expected to fill Las Vegas this weekend, don't have tickets to the game. But they say that's not what matters.
This is historical, right? Kansas City hadn't had a Super Bowl win for a number of years, and now we've just been on it back to back. So we just want to support our boys.
Thursday night, the NFL Honors, football's version of the Oscars, paid tribute to the game's biggest stars on and off the field. Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson was named the Associated Press Most Valuable Player for the 2nd time. And
please welcome the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Cam the Man Hayward.
There's no act too small. There's no act too big. We are all trying to make a difference in so many people's lives.
Back on the Strip, this pair of Falcons fans from Atlanta just here for a good time.
We're here to support the Super Bowl, the 49ers, and the Chiefs. We just love football.
As more fans continue to pour in, the Neon City keeps showing out.
It is on fire. I can say Vegas is on fire.
Jared Hill, CBS News, Las Vegas.
Nearly 350,000 people are expected to make their way through Vegas's Harry Reid Airport between today and tomorrow. And it's an all-hands-on-deck approach to make sure everybody has a smooth trip. The TSA has deployed hundreds of its employees from around the country to Vegas to make sure people enter and leave the city safely. Babies in the NICU wing of Freeman Hospital are also getting in the Chiefs spirit. Some of the costumes featured Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, coach Andy Reid, and of course, Taylor Swift. But it wasn't just football players and cheerleader outfits they were sporting. They were also all made Taylor Swift friendship bracelets. A little later, the Missouri Southern women's basketball team looks to keep their winning streak as they take on Central Missouri. We'll have the highlights.
And up next, we'll talk more about this wintry rain mix we have moving in Sunday evening. Well, we've had a pretty cool day today with some clouds here and there, but we're already tracking our next system that we have moving in tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday. Taking a look outside, winds are picking up a bit and it is cloudy. Downtown Joplin Cornell Complex camera, and we do already see a winter weather advisory issued for some of our southern counties, Craig County, Ottawa County, Benton County, and this is issued until Monday at noon. That's about when the rain or the snow starts to move out of our way to the east, and I am expecting to see some of our central counties also pick up a winter weather advisory, and we'll keep a watch on that. We do see a few showers rolling through, and that's due to a little rain system moving through Arkansas right now that we're getting maybe a little bit of the top part of. But the system that we're tracking moving in on Sunday is still over here in Albuquerque, making its way Sunday afternoon into the evening hours and early Monday. Tonight, we still, like I said, we may see a few showers pop up here and there due to that system that's moving through Arkansas, but for the most part, we're going to be clear, some clouds here and there, and temperatures cooling down to 39 by midnight, getting as low as 35, 34 for our overnight low. Starting tonight, like I said, a few showers here and there, and then we'll make our way into Sunday morning as we see that system start to make its way in, clouds come in, and the rain starts pushing into our southern counties. This is going to continue on, just inching up to our southern counties, getting up to our central counties by the morning to noon time on Sunday, and then we'll start to see scattered showers as we move into the afternoon hours. By 4 p.m. we may see scattered showers across the area. Now, the heaviest rain and snow that we see moving in is going to be coming in Sunday evening into the Monday overnight hours. 2:30 is when we start to see that snow band across our area, getting the heaviest amount of snow still in our southern counties, dripping right through here, going straight through Springfield and just south of Joplin. But we do see everyone getting a bit of that snow, and we'll take a check and see how many of us are getting some snow. So some of our northern counties may see some accumulations on the grass, but we're not going to be expecting a lot of accumulation up here, especially since those overnight lows are not freezing. Then right through Joplin and Pittsburgh, we'll see about an inch, maybe 2-3 inches, the heaviest band of snow just going to our southern and southeastern counties. Then that'll clear out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures getting back up to 61 on Thursday, and a little bit more rain moving into next weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Well, tomorrow seems like a perfect day to stay inside and watch the game.
Yes,
and
it does.
Make sure that you're driving carefully to and from any
Definitely.
Super Bowl events.
It could get dangerous out there.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, still ahead, we take a look at the surface being rolled in ahead of Super Bowl 58. And Missouri Southern women's basketball looks to continue their win streak. Brock Baldridge has the highlights and more next in sports.
Well, the Missouri Southern Lions women's basketball team is currently on a 15-game winning streak. The Lions' schedule starts to bulk up now with only 4 home games remaining in the regular season. Southern back at home this afternoon. Lions look to keep their streak alive against the Central Missouri Jennies. In the first quarter, it's Hannah Berg who picks up the loose ball and finds Caitlin Honeycutt open in the wing there and drains the 3 ball. Later in the half, it's Maggie Saki who's going to drive into the paint, gets the rock to go in there. A few possessions later, it's Saki who fires away from beyond the arc and puts it in. However, Missouri Southern trails by 9 points going into halftime. So in the second half now, Brooke Luttrell finishes the layup on the fast break. Then later, look at this, Luttrell's fighting to keep the ball alive, but Brandy Hudson comes from behind and rips it out, gets the layup to go. Hudson finished with a team-high 27 points for Southern today, but the Jennies had an answer for everything as Allie Clevenger knocks down the 3, and then Allie Vigil puts this game to bed with another 3 ball. Central Missouri comes in and upsets Missouri Southern 78-65. The Jennies snap the Lions' 15-game winning streak.
I take responsibility for that and have them making sure they're prepared, making sure we're getting after it in practice right now, and make sure we continue to get better. We got a full week before we play our next game, and you know it becomes the old football adage: you got a week before you play instead of playing 2 days later, which most times you got in basketball. So we got a full week to kind of mull on this and learn from it, and I think our kids will.
Missouri Southern men's basketball team in action this afternoon. The Lions take the floor against Central Missouri early in the game. It's Darius Dawson who goes one-on-one and hits the mid-range jumper on the baseline. A few possessions later, Dawson again, this time from beyond the arc. Dawson finished with a game-high 22 points. Lions lead by 2 at that point. Later in the half, Avery Taggart knocks down the three-point shot there in the corner, but the Lions weren't done from 3 yet. Here we go. Vincent Sigmund misses the 3 ball here, but Sam Thompson is there for the rebound, and Winston Desasau's wide open and swishes that one home. Lions shot 46% from 3 in the first half. Closing minutes of the first half, Martin Bassinas pump fakes, then gets the jumper for the 10-foot jumper to go there. Missouri Southern goes on to win this game 71-62. The Lions are now 9-8 in conference play. Pitt State also in action this afternoon for their pink out game. The Gorillas enter today on a 5-game winning streak. They extend that to 6 games now. Pitt State beats Lincoln 88-70. Grace Pyle scores 22 points and Corinna Gerber picks up a double-double. Pitt State men are also riding a 5-game winning streak coming into today. Make it 6 straight wins for the men's team now. The Gorillas win this game 75-56. Marquis English and Jeremy Shaw each score 20 points. Pitt State faces Missouri Southern next Saturday on the road in Joplin. Well, the Missouri Southern Lions men's baseball team returns home this weekend. The Lions won their first home game this season, 15-1 on Friday, and today they look to win the series. Southern facing Ouachita Baptist on the road, or at home once again. Today is a doubleheader for the Lions. In Game 1, Southern wins 6-0. In Game 2, the Lions win it 5-1, so Southern sweeps the series and improves to 6-2 on the year. Missouri Southern softball is in Bentonville, Arkansas for a doubleheader this afternoon. The Lions fall in Game 1, being shut out 8-0, but they come back strong and win Game 2 13-2. In Game 1 for Pitt State baseball, doubleheader for them as well against the Regis Rangers. In Game 1, the Gorillas get a shutout win as PSU wins 8-0. In Game 2, the Gorillas get a slim margin victory, but a win is a win. They take it 2-1. And last but not least, Pitt State softball team, who is 8-0 to begin the year. They have a doubleheader today. So they fall to Southern Nazarene 4-1 in Game 1, but they look to bounce back in Game 2, and they currently lead 5-0 over Oklahoma Christian. Well, just after 2 weeks of interviews and talking football, the Kansas City Chiefs are finally going to hit the field for Las Vegas in Super Bowl 58. Patrick Mahomes was asked earlier this week on his thoughts on the Chiefs being an NFL dynasty.
I feel like dynasties for other people to kind of talk about after your career is done. All you can do is enjoy the moment. I know we've won a lot of football games and been in a lot of Super Bowls, but until you go out there and do it year in and year out and have the mindset of continuing to be great, I don't know if you ever really just talk about it. You just focus on just going out there and winning it as much as possible and let people talk about it once you're done.
Well, the field being used for the Super Bowl has been outdoors all week, trying to gather as much sun and moisture as possible before the big game. As you can see, the field is natural grass and is rolled in for games and rolled out for maintenance. It's the second year in a row where the team playing in the Super Bowl is being played on a surface that rolls in and out of a stadium. Of course, last year's Super Bowl, it was in Arizona where the Chiefs won over the Eagles, and a lot of players were kind of complaining about that surface. But we've heard my prediction in the game earlier this week. Elise, let's say you.
You know, I think I'm going to join you with predicting that the Chiefs are going to bring it back once again.
Love to hear it.
All right, we'll be right back. Well, football fans are divided as to which team will win Sunday's Super Bowl game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. It turns out so are the animals at the Cincinnati Zoo. The zoo shared this video showing their famous hippo Fiona picking the 49ers. However, her brother Fritz thought the Chiefs and defending champions will once again be bringing the Vince Lombardi Trophy home. Well, we've picked the Chiefs, but Lindsay, what's your prediction?
Of course, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
There we go. And can I just say welcome to the weekend team officially.
Oh, yeah. Well,
We're
I'm glad to
have
be here.
You. Yeah, absolutely. So a final note for weather.
So we do see that rain and snow mix come in late Sunday, but we could see some showers a little bit earlier in the day, so you might want to plan accordingly when you're traveling to your Super Bowl parties. But most of the snow will be coming in Monday early morning and could affect morning traffic, but the overnight lows are not too cold, so we may not see it stick on the roads.
All right, sounds good. Final sports note.
Pitt State, Missouri Southern, each basketball team, men's and women's, they'll have the week off until next weekend. Both those teams will play each other, so it should be exciting in Joplin to see Missouri Southern play Pitt State.
All right, sounds good. Have a great night.